She is the air of water. So I want to pull 2 cards while we're here on what we need more of in order to embody the Queen of Swords energy and what we may need less of to move forwards with this energy. So let's pull 2 cards. What do we need more of in order to embody this Queen of Swords energy and move towards this Venus and Mercury retrograde? What do we need more of? Two cards, it looks like. Okay. So here we go. What we could use more of moving through this Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde in Aries, and trying to embody more of the Queen of Swords energy to balance out those energies, my own gnosis. I pulled the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Swords reversed. I think while we move through this energy, there could be some competitive feelings against our beliefs and our thoughts. When we have this Mercury retrograde and we have this Venus retrograde, I think that there's going to be some conversations, some topics that arise that may challenge your beliefs. But I think we need to take this as a healthy challenge, that understand that sometimes, yes, the truth hurts, but we can become enlightened by it. You know, for instance, something that keeps popping in my head is when someone tells you that something that you do hurts their feelings, instead of becoming combative and explaining why you do it, maybe just take a second to step back and say, you know what? I never really saw it from that perspective, and maybe you didn't mean to hurt their feelings, and that's okay. And understanding and seeing it from their perspective and seeing how now you can understand how it hurt their feelings, that's the thing that we need to have more of, is stepping back to be able to see that perspective. That maybe we didn't mean it some way, but the ways that we do react or interact could hurt people's feelings without us knowing it. And just because we didn't know it doesn't mean that we meant it. Take that as a learning opportunity instead of competition. Take it as like, oh, wow, I get to see this from a new perspective and become more enlightened instead of allowing it to hurt you. Because if you didn't mean to hurt their feelings, it's just an opportunity for you to learn someone else's perspective. So, for something that we need more of in embodying this Queen of Swords energy is understanding that, yes, sometimes hearing the truth can hurt. But if we allow ourselves to just see a different person's perspective and take it as a learning opportunity, it doesn't necessarily have to hurt. Okay? So, next, what can we use less of? That really explained a lot. I mean, I can pull something that we could use less of in that. Let's go. Oh. So, we have Queen of Pentacles. What we can use less of. Okay. Pairing that down here with that Emperor energy. It really speaks to me of it's not always about the hustle, it's not always about the recognition, it's not always about accomplishment. We need to take a step back and listen more. We need to feel more, make sure that we're feeling into situations and listening in situations instead of forcing situations and instead of listening to respond. Sometimes when we are hearing people out and sometimes when we are going back and rethinking all of our projects, rethinking our connections, rethinking all the things that we are processing and thinking about and all of our ideas and our projects with these Venus and Mercury retrograde energies, sometimes we want to go back and fix everything, and the Queen of Pentacles is the fixer to me. She's working. She's not just hustling. She's working to make sure that everyone is taken care of. It's not just about her, it is about everyone. And so in hearing people out and in not taking everything as a competition and seeing other people's perspectives, you also have to understand that you cannot make everything perfect for everyone. You also can have boundaries. You can hear things out and become compassionate and understanding, but you can also set your own boundaries when it comes to relationships. It's kind of a reminder to not over hustle and focus too much on the end goal, to kind of take that time with the Venus and Mercury retrograde to rethink your connections, to rethink your passions, to rethink your projects, to rethink your ideas, to back everything up and slow down, but to also remember that you can have boundaries and to tend to yourself, and you don't have to tend to everyone else while all this ruckus is going on. So it is a really, really heavy, firm balance. This Queen of Swords carries a lot of weight, understanding the realm of emotion and the realm of thought. It truly is a double-edged sword that we are slowing down. That's all retrograde is it's slowing down to let us rehash these moments. It doesn't have to be fearful, but I hope that some of this brought a little clarity on how you can slow down, how you can rehash. I'm also experiencing Mercury and Venus retrograde, and I am feeling the onset already of Mercury. I feel like my thoughts are just... So, remember to slow down. Slow down and connect with yourself like this Empress reversed. Slow down and let your thoughts form before you act on them. Come to a firm understanding of what actions you want to take and how connected you feel with them. Embody understanding that there's power in knowledge, there's power in your ideas, there's power in communicating, but there's also emotion involved with this energy. So we need to slow down and think before we speak, so we can kind of refrain from hurting feelings in places that they don't need to be hurt. I hope that this helps you through this Venus retrograde, soon to come Venus and Mercury retrograde, because I am feeling it. But I wanted to get this video out to you, and I hope that you enjoyed a little tea and enjoyed my rambling. I love sharing this, and I hope to continue sharing more. Bear with me. I'm really trying to get it out. The cosmic fuckery has things crazy. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!